This is Wrestle MSX and welcome to the musings of Raw and Smackdown, where we'll be taking a look at this past week in WWE and Saturday night's main event.
Hello, I'm Michael.
I'm Sally. Smackdown was just a little bit dull, to be honest, wasn't it?
It was. Well, I think so. It wasn't mind-blowing.
No. Julia qualified for the women's Money in the Bank.
Good.
Fair.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
That's
of
don't
who
mind
was
that.
in, yeah.
Don't mind that. We don't watch NXT, so to us, she's brand new. Although people do watch NXT, she's nothing new to you. But I don't watch NXT because I want to either like or dislike people when they come to the main brands.
Yeah, fair.
If I'm not keen on somebody in NXT, I'm probably not going to like them when they step up. Or likewise, you know somebody in NXT, i.e. Pete Dunne, and then he comes to the main brands and they
don't really do much.
They change him, didn't
Yeah,
they? They repackaged him, and it's like, well, you've got to know him in NXT, and then he's come to the big boys and he's been repackaged to somebody else. So then you're like, well, now I've got to like somebody else. Whereas if there's somebody fresh straight away, you either like or dislike.
Yeah.
But yeah, Julia, love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
LA Knight also qualified for the men's.
Of course he was going to.
He had to, really.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Also, the Wyatt Sicks made an appearance and caused the tag team match to end in a no contest. Now, we're not going to say they're back. They just appeared. So I'll have to see how things kind of pan out with them.
You see, now, I think one of the problems with the Wyatts is that there's too many of them.
Okay, yeah.
There's no one to face up to them. They beat up a tag team and you'll say, well, of course they did. There's 4 of them, excluding Nikki Cross, of course. They get beat up by a tag team and they look weak. Now, they could have had a feud with the Bloodline, as there was enough of them, but I think that ship has sailed. And I think they're just stuck at the moment with what to do with them.
Yeah, it's a tough...
That's the problem.
Yeah, to keep the look of them and the appeal and how they are, they need to obviously win.
Yes, but then do they just steamroller everybody?
Exactly, because they should, because of how many there are, as you say. So it's, that's a tough one. I like the idea.
Oh yeah, no question about that.
And how they are. I love that, and it's all cryptic. I do like that, but
there's nobody to go against. There's no. So they take on a tag team. It's 4 on 2.
It's exactly.
And there's no. I mean, I can't even think of any 3s on SmackDown. But then surely they would lose to them anyway because it's still 4 on 3.
Yeah.
So
and they got the special powers.
Well, yeah. No. Anyway, forget that. Saturday night's main event was where it was all at, and it was excellent. I mean, McIntyre Priest was good. Cena Truth, okay, fair enough. But the big deal was though Bronson Reeds joining Seth's band of merry men. Love it.
Yeah.
Now we discussed whether they'd need someone else, which I think we agreed that they did.
Yeah.
But never in a million years would I have guessed Reed joining up. Didn't even know he was coming back.
No,
I mean, we don't like digging about on the internet and rumours. We just like to watch it and see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil of like,
obviously some things you
Bronson Reed's coming back.
You just see. But
not if you don't go looking for it.
Heard nothing of Reed. So that's why it was... The only time I thought of him was when you called JC Mateo
Mini Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
But the question is, do they recruit more or do they go for the tag belts? I mean, why not?
Yeah.
You want to dominate, then show it. Like we dominate the YouTube wrestling world. Go for everything. Why, go for them tag belts. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not go say to New Day, right, Reed and Breaker.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Seth.
No,
Seth could. Seth could.
No
problem. No, yeah, but why not go for the tag belts? I mean, it's there.
Yeah. But as if that wasn't enough, not only did Cena interfere in Jay's title defence,
naughty Cena,
but Cody Rhodes returned and proposed a tag match.
This was excellent. I love this.
Jay and Rhodes against Cena and Logan Paul. Like, forget the Money in the Bank match. Like, that's what I'm interested in.
Oh,
Obviously,
definitely.
that's what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to see the big guns, mine's Paul, obviously, going at it? And obviously I make no apologies in saying that, because ain't no one bothered about Paul.
No, sorry, Paul, if you're watching. I mean, I know you're not, but that's not the point. Nobody's bothered about you, pal. But yeah, I mean, obviously the Money in the Bank match is the big deal at Money in the Bank. But now you've got...
I know.
Now you've got Cena,
Yeah.
Paul, and then Rhodes and Uso. That's, yes.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a Survivor Series thing, isn't it? SmackDown
Yeah.
against
Yeah,
Raw, so to speak. That's what it's all about. So that is, yes. I'll be paying them, I mean, we do anyway, but we'll be watching that.
Definitely. Yeah.
Which obviously brings us to Raw, and the end was excellent, which we did mention in our Raw review. Go and check it out if you haven't. Liv Morgan's back, the MVP. She caught Roxanne Perez massaging Dom's shoulder, much to the delight of Finn Balor, who was absolutely loving the drama.
Oh.
His face was a picture.
Oh, my favourite. I think that was my favourite part.
He was grinning like a Cheshire cat, absolutely
loved
loving
it.
it.
Yeah.
But
it's so good. Penta also qualified for the Money in the Bank match, as did Seth. But the ending to Seth's match, so good. Not only did we have Bronson heading out to help him, Breaker and Reed that is, but Jey Uso also appeared helping out Zayn, who was targeted by Bronson.
And while they were taking it out of each other, Dirty Dom arrived on the other side of the ring and tried to help Balor by throwing a chair in, but it inevitably backfired and allowed Seth to stomp Balor onto the chair, cover, and then get for the win.
So good.
But yeah, I mean, you didn't think about Dom coming out for Balor. I mean, even though they're all part of the Judgment Day, you just don't. You just go, oh well, you know what's going to happen here. Bron Breakker,
exactly, because we're
and Bronson Reeds are going to come out. Exactly, going to come out. They're going to help Seth.
Yeah.
But then you know that Punk's going to come out because we were told he wasn't here, and you know Jay's going to. So you're expecting that.
Exactly.
And then the swerve comes. Hey, up, Dirty Dom's here with a chair.
With a chair.
But that failed, as I say. So Punk came out. To help his new buddies, Zayn and Jay. He did manage a GTS on Seth, and then he hightailed it out the ring and into the crowd, which is where Raw ended, and that is what is so good at the moment. Well, in my opinion, in your opinion. Morgan's come back.
Yeah.
She finds Perez in with Judgment Day. Seth's alliance is growing and looking for power. El Grande Americano, he's just a funny character. We've got the New Day. We've got Sami, Jay and Punk forming their alliance. It's just excellent storytelling right now. There's always something happening.
Yeah. Even when it's just your little, as you say, your Judgment Day bits backstage. Finn.
Oh yeah, especially
still
this
can't get
week.
over his face.
Fantastic.
And even just like the little things.
And then
like
Perez coming in
with the nuggets.
Yeah, with a platter of nuggets. Anybody wants a nugget?
Yeah, it's just funny.
And then the it's yeah. Love it. Raw is on point at the moment.
Whereas SmackDown. Orton's gone missing.
Come on, Orton, come back.
Yeah.
And then get suspended. And then have another month off. Because that's what's coming.
Yeah. Rhodes was missing, but obviously now seems to be back. The Wyatts may be back.
As we did allude to, but what do you do with them?
Exactly. But the thing I'm most looking forward to on this week's SmackDown is the triple threat qualifying match between Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, and Naomi. That is going to be heated.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even think who's going to... Like, Naomi and Jade might go for one another. Yeah, I think that'll happen.
Obviously,
yeah. It'll be those
Jax
two, and then
go
Jax
after anyone.
Yeah, and then Jax will be like, "I'll pick off whoever."
Annihilate everyone.
Yeah, But and the thing is with that one, I'm looking forward to that because any of them could win.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind any of them winning.
No, exactly. I mean, there's a men's Money in the Bank triple threat qualifying match with Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and Jacob Fatu. But let's be honest. I think we all know that Fatu's probably going to win that.
Yeah, with how it's playing
I haven't got a problem with any of them winning
Solo.
it. Exactly. Whereas kind of Fatu's probably going to win that the way things are playing out. Whereas the women's triple threat could go any way.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it exciting, and that's how it needs to be.
Yeah.
If you're putting a big name in there, I mean, last week you had Aleister Black, as I said, LA Knight and Shinsuke.
Yeah.
It was always going to be LA Knight. It was just going to be him.
Yeah.
And it's the same with this week's men's one. Fatu, Hayes and Andrade I'm not belittling the other two. But you know Fatu's going because he's the one that's getting the push.
Yeah, he's getting the push, and it's
And if he gets to the Money in the Bank final match, it's going to be him and Solo.
The thing I'd then be looking forward to is how Solo is.
Yeah, he's going to be like, oh, well done. But the women, sorry, Nia Jax, Naomi, Jade Cargill, that could go any way.
Oh yeah.
It'd be interesting if Naomi won the whole thing. With how her character is.
Yeah.
Just a little. She's
like
a little
that.
bit. She's gone more Wyatt Sicks than the Wyatt Sicks. They need to recruit her.
Yeah.
But if she won it, because you could see her skulking around in the background,
Yeah.
you could see her cashing in at the right point. Whereas the other
Which
two,
I wouldn't mind.
But I think I could see Naomi winning the whole thing. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Fair. Apparently Cena will make an appearance on SmackDown. So he's probably just going to say that he hates us again.
Mm-hmm.
That he's going to be the last world champion as well.
More than likely, just trotting out same old, same old.
Yeah. That he needs a challenge, which is when Rhodes will probably then come out and say, "You, me, SummerSlam, WWE Championship."
Yeah, that's where I think
Do you
that's
reckon?
going. Yeah, because there's no Orton. He's disappeared
Yeah,
at the moment, which is fair enough. He's had a match.
He's had a few matches. And
Yeah, he needs a break. He's
did
cracking
a few
on.
RKOs.
Yeah, he's
Gotta rest his
cracking on a
back
bit
again.
now. And I'm surprised Audi hasn't come out and just said, Orton, I know you can hear me. You're not here, but you're suspended.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something along those lines.
But
He
he's
could've
just not really been mentioned.
No, nothing. Why not say something?
Yeah.
Because you know he's going to be suspended. There's got to be something.
It's got to be, because he's
can't
done
just-
one RKO on Aldis before. I mean, he was fine, but that was just one RKO on Aldis, and then he just did everyone. So surely it's some kind
I'd
of
have
suspension.
thought there's got to be a little bit more than, Or
Yeah.
it could be, what about this? Triple threat for SummerSlam. Orton, Rhodes, Cena. Cena will have the belt on the line at SummerSlam.
He's got to.
He will be going against Rhodes. I've no doubt about that. Because he said the other week he wants a challenge.
Yes. Yeah.
Rhodes is now back. He will say, right, I'm your challenge.
Yeah.
I'm coming for the title. But I don't think Cena will lose at SummerSlam. He won't lose yet, because what's the point? But then we did say he will lose and win it again. Or I said that. That's a theory. To push
One
to
of
18.
many.
But why not get to 18? Why does it have to be stuck on 17?
Yeah. It's very true.
And then he's one. Then he's two above
Yeah, and it's
the
hard
next
to
best. And it's more difficult
get. Yeah.
to... Anyway, that doesn't matter. If you agree with us or disagree, let us know in the comments down below.
Go check out our review of Raw from Monday or last week's Musings.
Thank you again for watching. Take care and be normal out there.
And we'll see you Saturday for our look at SmackDown.